Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Heavy Fallout. Today we are talking about the most believable theory of all, flat Earth.
That's
Uh,
right. The crowd favorite,
I
flat
mean,
Earth.
I think that's the most believable, most proven theory out there.
Yeah,
Everyone believes in it now. It's just
yeah.
crazy that we didn't know about it earlier.
How silly are you going to look when it's proven to be true? Because I feel like you're mocking flat Earth right now.
I would never. We are definitely on a turtle's back going through space. Everything revolves around Earth. But yeah, flat Earth. How did that even come about? I mean, that was the original idea back in like ancient, like old ass times. But nowadays, how did that make a comeback?
I don't know. How did it make a comeback? It
Wow,
seems so like,
and it made a big comeback.
oh yeah, huge.
People were just like all about it for a second. Celebrities,
Yeah,
it is true. We are on a flat planet.
yeah,
When we go to space, we clearly see that there's edges of the planet, and
yeah,
we're on a turtle, guys.
yeah. I mean, it's got to be just because if it was true,
I don't. Do you think they really believed it?
would just suspend reality for a second
Okay.
and just be like, if it is true, how awesome would that be? Because that means like there's just stuff beyond what we know. Beyond Antarctica, there's new lands. There's all this crazy stuff, and everything we've been told is a lie. How awesome would that be? That'd be so
Right. It's
awesome.
very fantastical, but there's a lot of arguments. But just to know the whole idea behind it, like people are like, oh, well, you accept every other planet's round. The idea behind flat Earth is that we're different. We're the center of the universe. We are a different body that's flat. Everything orbits around us, and yes, everything else is spherical, but we are this flat center of the universe type of deal.
Why are they? Why are they saying that?
Well, it's like an original idea from back before science was like a common. Before we discovered the Earth was round, like by
Like
whoever,
during the
like
time of
Galileo
during the
or
time of
Plato.
alchemy
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
and
we are.
humors.
I can see the distance, the horizon. That must mean we're flat, and we're on this flat disk. And that's where it originally came from. Is that's just what humans first assumed about Earth, and then people discovered like those ancient, not ancient, but those old ass um, scientists discovered like through whatever means by stars by I don't know if they did any of those like light over distance
Yeah,
tests, but they eventually determined that okay, we believe the Earth is round. Was it
yeah,
Galileo? I can't remember, but it was back in like those old days, and it became more and more well established. Then we had more of the modern era. Like we had stuff going into space, we had planes, we had things going to high altitude where you could see it. We had telescopes that were very advanced. You could see the moon. Well, the moon's not moving as far as spinning. You see one face of it only, but you see all the other planets. They're spinning. We're going around the sun. Like it could be, you could prove that the Earth is round. Tons of different ways. Like we that was a big thing. You travel around the planet in any direction, you can come to the other side. Like you never hit a wall,
yeah,
drop off. So it was assumed, like not assumed. It was pretty much known the planet's round, but then somehow it made like a resurgence. Like
yeah. Because the planet's not round, and what's happening
it's
is
circular.
you're going in a loop on top of a
Uh,
flat surface. See, I mean, already I've disproved everything that you've just said.
well,
So case closed. Hey, that's the video. That's the end of the video.
yeah, okay. Well, is that recent one? If anyone even follows flat Earth or proving or disproving, there's that one super big flat earther believer.
Who?
I don't know his name, but the guy so the main point is that he did this experiment where he's like, I'm going to show you that it is flat. He had these big foam boards,
Yeah.
and he punched a hole, like tennis ball, big hole in each one, and he separated them over a span, and he's like, I'm going to show you that if I hold it dead center, it's going to shoot the light, and you're able to see it through your hole. It's aligned at whatever distance, 'cause it's the same height off the ground. You'll be able to see it, and if it was round, I'd have to raise my hand with the flashlight like a few feet, 3 or 4 feet, and then you'd be able to see it. And then they do the experiment. And his buddy's like, I'm not seeing anything. And he's like holding it, and I don't know how played up it is. If it's on land, that experiment is just worthless because land is not even, and so it could have
So
just
you'd have
been.
to be on water
You have
for
to be on
everything
water
to be
because
even.
flat earthers and people that believe in the sphere can both agree upon water is flat, no matter which one you're on. So it's an equal playing ground. But ground is going to be unlevel. You don't know if you're going up or down.
Yeah, you could go 10 feet
Even if
one
you're
way.
on a dry lake bed, it could be like slightly elevated.
2 inches up
over distance,
and it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, so I don't remember exactly how he did it, but then at the end, the guy had to raise the flashlight to show, and then he saw the light. So it was like, did he just disprove himself, or?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Most
that's
likely
what it
he
looked like.
disproved
I'm like, man, why would he even post that? If he disproved himself, why would he even post that? Is he
he have an
he a scammer?
explanation for it where it's
No.
like, no, I actually proved that it was
It was a very like it might have been like he is not really a flat earther, is just making fun of it. But it was just like,
yeah.
oh gosh, wow, I don't know what to say about this type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but again, like when you see like the lunar eclipse or whatever, when the planet casts the shadow over the moon perfectly,
Yeah.
we're spinning, right? Or I don't know, whatever flat earthers say we're doing, but it's always a perfect circle going over the moon. So it'd have to be a sphere because of how our orbit is. Like, how are you you're gonna explain that if you're gonna say that the Earth points at the sun no matter what, then everywhere on the planet would be daytime all the time. To make flat Earth print that perfect.
Don't they have an
circle.
explanation? They have to have an
I don't think they
explanation
do.
for that.
I don't think it's really brought up because otherwise you'd see like this. You would see a disc or whatever. I don't know how they think the bottom. You see a flat surface disc thingy with the whatever they think's on the bottom, and then a turtle, because that's what they believe, right? There's a turtle underneath.
I don't know. I think you're mixing up what
Like
they're
Greek?
saying with like Chinese ancient mythology.
Okay, either way, there would be a disc. You'd have like a not perfect circle every single time.
Yeah.
You'd have maybe like an oblong shape, or you'd have even just a flat side, or depending on
I don't
time
know,
and time
dude.
again.
I'm right
You
now.
could argue it, but it's like, come on, man.
Right now, dude, I feel like they have a pretty strong case, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going with flat Earth. So far, you haven't disproved any of their.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm putting the insurance policy in for the Earth is flat in case it's not.
Okay, what about super long distance shooters, like in the movie Shooter? You have to eventually over mile shots, you have to calculate the curvature of the Earth because
Yeah.
it affects the bullet drop for super long distances. If it's a flat Earth, all you'd have to calculate is gravity,
Yeah.
the Coriolis effect or whatever it's called.
But
If I said that right.
isn't the Earth go up and down? So
Right? But if you're going through air, it doesn't. That's
See,
gravity's
that's
flat.
that Illuminati talk that I'm not a fan of right now, dude.
because you have line of sight. that's straight.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable that you believe the Earth is round. You fool.
Yeah, and then there's space too. Like we have at least probes in deep space. I don't think we have humans ever have gone too far. That's my belief, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think the moon landing was real or anything like that, but so that's a whole nother topic. But I do believe we have probes that have gone deeper into space that could look back at Earth and see it
It's round.
round, circling.
That
You
it's a flat
you have
disk.
satellites setting up a network, a chain network around the whole planet. Like how do you even argue that? You have GPS scanning, like
Yeah.
explain Google Earth then.
Illuminati.
Yeah, well,
All
I
right,
think
New
there's
World
enough
Order
where
scumbag. All right, just believe them. Whatever the
Even
media
if-
tells you.
even if you believe like all that stuff was corrupted, I mean, well then yeah, I guess. God, could you imagine? It was all just false information.
Yeah,
And
and it was
they're
just
like-
a big test, and you failed it hard.
It was like the oh god, that would be crazy. Like the CIA was like, we're gonna convince them that all planets are spheres and like they're just disks floating around with like little rocks underneath.
Yeah, and scientists are like, that doesn't even make any
I know,
sense.
like-
Look at the data. Look at the data.
And
It's clearly
they saw
flat.
Saturn, and the Saturn discs were actually showing that it was flat, and it
Yeah.
turned. They're like, "Oh, say it has rings around it, flat ring, perfectly flat rings."
Yeah.
Oh God, they almost got us. They almost got us. We got them though. We got them. Like it's
We
like
got him, dude.
we told them it was a ball with a flat ring. What they saw, that flat surface, was not the surface. It was debris around the planet,
Yeah.
Saturn. Whew! Dodge that one, guys. High fives all around. We got them.
Like in the past, they're gonna. In the future, they're gonna look back on the past, and they're gonna look at this time and be like, This is when they believe the Earth was round.
And they're making
It was
fun of
a
us. It's like
sphere. They're
two different
making fun of
cultures, like
us.
this, like this, like little like lowerlings, and then the CIA
Yeah.
empire. And they're like, ha ha! Remember
Fools.
that? It was hilarious. Tricked them.
Unbelievable.
The things we tricked them with. It's hilarious. It's like a game to them.
Yeah. They'll believe anything we tell them. NASA? What is that?
I'll make them all cover their mouths like their voices don't matter. No, you won't. I'll make the whole globe cover their mouths because they're idiots. And they're like, put masks on now. They'll never do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, scream, put your mask on. We did it. He did it. He's crazy.
Yeah.
How did he
He'd
do it?
anything.
I know.
His dad was the round Earth guy. What?
Yeah.
The mask guy. His dad did. His
Yeah.
grandpa or whatever did round
Legends.
Earth.
Those guys are legends.
Yeah, and like the people in the know who like really run the world,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, it's obviously flat. I mean, only a fool would believe the Earth is round.
But it's, yeah, they're like the complete opposite. It would be cool to think if it was round.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool actually. You know,
What
let's
else?
live in that world where it's round.
And
That's
it's like
actually cool.
it's like the loser in that group is always trying to do the UFO thing, and he's like, yeah, just fly some things around. Like that's not cool. You're just flying things around that are going super fast.
Yeah,
Like he convinced them that the planet was round, and then he covered their mouths up,
yeah,
and he made them all take like 5 shots that were just nothing.
yeah,
That guy's a legend. You're just flying shit around and scaring them and saying it's a UFO. You're not that cool. You're not one of us.
yeah.
Try harder.
That's all they do. Every insane.
Murder hornets. I'll tell them there's murder hornets.
Yeah, no way. There's no way.
That's
people
not- still
believe
not
there's murder
cool.
hornets.
Well, my dad did killer bees.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like, what? Oh, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, you go do that. We're going to do other things. It's so dumb. That would be hilarious if that's how the world was actually ran. It was just a bunch of like elitist CIA guys, like or whatever, like dark
Yeah.
agencies. What do you call it? Shadow corporations?
Yeah,
Shadow
just like
that were doing this. Like they're all sitting in this room, like all
New World
maniacal,
Order
like,
style, Bilderberg.
I'll outdo you. I'll show you what I'm going to make them do next.
Yeah, look at what these guys will believe.
I'll scare them with giant balloons. I'll fly balloons over them.
How about there was giant monsters that used to live millions of years ago on Earth? Let's do that one. Like, and they did it like 200 years ago, whenever they first.
It would be
dinosaurs
hilarious. That'd be
on.
the funniest crap ever if like they just did like
And there's a journal like describing everything they've done.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude.
yeah, they have like a scorekeeper,
Yeah.
like the master. He's like got these like white robes. He's like
Yeah.
just got this law like a scroll
Yeah.
of all their family names. I'm gonna confuse him. I'm gonna get 1 million woolly mammoth bones and just put them all in one little pile in front of this guy's mine and let him discover it.
Yeah.
Like the woolly mammoth.
Oh yeah, that one guy.
the bone
Yeah.
king
And he's
or
telling
whatever.
people in New York to.
He's like, I don't know how this happened. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, I know how it happened.
He's telling people in New York to go to a river and they would probably
they-
find bones.
You saw they're finding him now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're finding him, which is wild.
That river's nasty.
So what I think happened there is that was probably like a there might have been a flood or whatever, but I think that's like one of those like huge, like when a huge flood comes down, it probably wiped out a ton of mammoths and just brought them all into like a circulating area of water in like a big river.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes you see rivers and like things just start getting caught like in a bulging area where it's like just circling.
Yeah. Things
That's
wash
probably
down.
what happened is it just started collecting bodies. They started just stacking up and the water's going over them or through them and just the bodies are just piling up, and then that's just where they ended up at. It's probably what happened.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it looks like happened in those spots where
It's
he's
just a
just
mountainous area. Like, yeah, that's
like,
probably what
there's
happened.
just a collection of a ton of different stuff, and then like when they're finding them in some of the spaces, they're finding them with like broken bones. They were broken when they were still alive,
Yeah,
you know. And it's like, so something hit them hard.
probably. There's also the fact that they're old, so maybe like rocks and just pressure of the mountain crushed them. But most likely, they were just battered to shit when they were going through like a huge flood,
Yeah,
just getting crushed and beaten to crap. That's probably how all those animals got collected into one area. It's not.
yeah. And
But
that can
still
only
awesome.
happen. That can only happen with flat Earth. Let me tell you.
The Earth is clearly flat. Like there's probably like like they believe there's a huge like ice wall right around the whole perimeter of their Earth.
Yeah.
And that's like there's like
And there's
one of the
something
poles is in
beyond
the
it.
center.
There's something beyond it, right?
That's the new theory. Yeah, that they're hiding it, and then there's like there's a
there's even
beyond
more
beyond. Yeah, there's
land.
way more that
Like,
that there's like
Beautiful
an
island.
yeah that the elite are hiding all that for themselves.
Yeah,
right. That
that's
there's,
like
a,
where they go.
yeah, and that you can't get past the wall, but they
That
can.
sounds like so much.
I completely
fun,
forgot about
dude.
that.
That sounds like That sounds like the best. And now I can see there's a reward system.
For how smart you are?
No, if
or
the
how
Earth
elite?
is flat, the
Yeah.
reward for believing in that is like, hey, beyond this ice wall, there is just like a magic kingdom, basically. There's just like something crazily awesome.
And that's how like the legend of heaven happened. Like you can go, if you're like elite enough, you can get to this place. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's past the clouds, and the clouds are like the walls with like the huge like 1,000-foot tall ice walls with clouds.
Yeah.
Like, and then like we're like these like peasants that we're talking about. Like, I heard about this story. There's a place past the clouds, and it's amazing. Everything's wonderful, and you get what you want. Everyone's peaceful and happy. And it's just really past the ice wall.
And
Like,
hell
we call it heaven.
Hell would be the same thing. It would be a different place where it's just like it's
the underside.
fire.
Yeah, the underside of the flat Earth is just lava.
Yeah.
And then like if you just
really mean people that do terrible things to you.
Or they're just like, there's got to be an opposite to that. I don't know. But yeah. What were we talking about before the the bones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, that whole flat Earth thing. It's
ridiculous.
I don't know, dude. I'm not buying it. I mean, I like to explore it. I like to suspend my disbelief.
I always like to, yeah, exactly.
And
look at it with an open mind.
Yeah, is it real? And that's the thing I don't like is when people immediately go,
it's fake.
I'm not even going to entertain the thought that this could be real.
It's fake.
That's silly. Dude.
You gotta
just entertain the thought that it could be real for a second.
Because you could be wrong. You could always be wrong. You got to look at it with like an open mind. Like, hey, let me try to prove it right, and then also try to prove it wrong.
Yeah.
With facts. Like, how could I prove it right? And like hardcore go after that.
Yeah.
Which I always try to do.
But before you do that, just have fun with it. Just explore. Listen to whoever's all about it. And just go with it. Just roll with it at first. Sure, there's an ice wall. Okay, I'm believing there's an ice wall right now, just temporarily.
It's like
just to explore this world, to paint the picture of the world inside your head that this person's
like Game of
telling you
Thrones.
is real.
The ice wall in Game of Thrones. That's what I look at it as like.
Yeah, like a crazy ice wall. And then beyond it, there's like Oompa Loompas or whatever. You know?
God damn it. Willy Wonka was a true story.
That'd be awesome. Oh my god, dude! It's over.
There was actually like this crazy chocolate factory from one of the super powerful people that controlled the wall. Yeah. He came to us and was like, I'm gonna save these little creatures from over the wall. They're just being bullied by these whimsical creatures. I'm gonna bring them over here. I'm gonna make crazy candy. It's like all true. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was based on a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all that with the flat and the flat Earth it's just like it's a cool story to think about, but I mean they really are not knocking it out of the park with evidence.
It's no evidence at all. It's pretty much disproven. I mean, it is disproven. I'm sorry, it is not true.
Yeah, but the argument against it is you're believing New World Order psyop stuff, just like the army psyop.
She's so hot.
You're believing all the psyop stuff. You're a fool because you're gullible and you're believing that the Earth is. That's the argument against it, and it gets a bunch of people. But that right, just saying that gets like 10% of the population.
Okay, I get that. You're always gonna get people. You're always gonna find the gullible or the people that are just.
No, they're saying that you're gullible. You're the gullible one who believes in the Earth is round. You believe NASA and scientists.
No, what I'm saying is when these guys and they're all. Like, what big basketball player was all about it? Like, he was outspoken about it.
Oh, God. There was a rapper, like B.O.B. was
it was like,
all about it. And then there's a basketball player.
I'm not going to misquote it because then that'd be bad. But yeah, all these celebrities, do you think they really believe it? Do you think they're just trying to create, like, media attention for themselves? They're trying to create chaos?
Dude, people from all walks of life believe in all sorts of weird stuff.
Well, yeah.
Dude. So I say yeah. You wouldn't go out and say that unless you meant it.
If you're a celebrity, though,
dude, it could do nothing but hurt you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish we could do a survey on
the cool thing to say would be like, that's stupid. That's the cool thing to say. But the thing that would make you seem like a crazy dumb person would be to say
what percent of
America
do you think believes in flat Earth? What would you guess?
less than 5.
Percent?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Or 5 people?
out of 100
Yeah.
people, I would say maybe one person really believes in it. Maybe 1%. And
I would say 5 because
and it depends on where you go.
I would. It's low.
You would
It's
say
single digits.
5% of the people. It's got to be less than that, dude.
Dude, you watch that guy that goes around and asks people like ridiculous questions, like how many moons does the Earth have, and they're like 3. I believe it's 5%.
Yeah,
like
yeah. You know what, dude?
You're
You're
giving
right,
the population
man.
way too much credit.
You're right, dude. Because
There's some goofy ass
because people
people
these
out there.
days just don't know anything about history.
I
They
don't
have
think
no
about
idea.
anything.
Like they'll ask like when was the American Civil War, and they'll be like, I don't know, 1960, and you're like 1960. Oh my
Worse is
god!
when was it? When was the War of 1812?
No way, people.
Yeah.
Get that
Oh
wrong.
yeah. I don't know. Like 1924. The War of 1812.
Like, yeah, you're right, dude.
How many world wars have we had? At least 4. Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, flat Earth is just. It's almost like a cult. I think like it's just like I don't know how it made its like comeback, and it came back so hard and quick, and it was like we really have to disprove this again. I thought we nailed it. Like we have such hard evidence. Like we have
Well, not
concrete
for-
data points showing this is just total BS.
BS. Yeah. Well,
But-
not for 2% of the population. It says here. I typed it in.
2%.
2%. So that
Yeah,
means
so we were close.
1 out of
We were
50
very close.
people that you meet are like, yeah, the Earth's probably flat. And I'm almost one of them. I'm right there. I can
you're not.
almost
That'd be
believe in it. I want it to be real. That'd be totally awesome, dude.
Freaking crazy. I mean, yeah.
Crazily awesome, dude. Imagine the
Can't.
deception. how people would react, dude. You know how people always say that people
That would be
freak out.
I think it'd be
over
the
UFOs?
same. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It'd be the same reaction if people found out that there was other beings, UFOs.
Yeah, it'd be worse.
It'd be like-
it'd be worse because you lied to us about something.
Well, it doesn't cripple
so
the Bible.
real.
I think does the Bible follow flat Earth or no?
I don't know.
But UFOs would crush. I heard that was the thing that UFOs would crush the Bible. So religions all across the planet.
Why would it? I don't.
Because we
understand
weren't
why.
created in God's image. There's other superior beings that
They
are.
would be created in. You know what I mean? You could argue they would.
But
also
what
be
if they
created-
come and they're like a lizard creature, like an octopus? And it's like, well, we're created in a perfect image. They're better than us. What were they created in? That's like the theory of why it would crush
No, because
religions.
then we'd be like, they're not better than us.
They traveled across
They're
galaxies.
still worse than us. They're evil. You could make a million different arguments.
Well, yeah,
against them.
I see what you're saying, and we always do. Like, oh yeah, we found a
You
person
could make
that
the
was-
argument that they're also made in the image of God. God's image is a generalized thing with 2 arms and 2 legs and a head, or
I
whatever.
don't really want to touch that, but
There's all sorts of arguments. So I've never, because I've heard that.
That's-
and I've been like,
that's,
that doesn't make any sense, dude.
that's really ridiculous when you say you have a perfect book on the way of everything, and then it needs to be changed.
It wouldn't even have to be changed. You could
You
just
would?
interpret it differently. No, you wouldn't have to. And you wouldn't have to change
Well, they already
anything.
have, so there's that.
You
when
just
was Adam and
interpret it
Eve?
in different ways.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you can't keep pushing Adam and Eve back though. Version 1 of any book. There should only be version 1 of any religious book that relies on a superior being. Because why would you do revisions? You're a human.
There wouldn't be a revision.
Every book has revisions.
There wouldn't be a revision, though. That's what I'm saying. The argument would be there
already
wouldn't be a
are.
revision. And the argument is there hasn't been any revisions.
Well, what version of the Bible are we on? Like 1,000 what?
No, it's the same one.
No, it's not. King James? It's not the original.
It's the one that the Council of Nicaea. Let's not
There-
go into the
yeah,
whole. Let's not go into that, dude.
but
That's a whole different thing to fucking talk
that's
about.
a very long topic that you probably need at least 4 people for, because you need to have a lot of knowledge base there, and I think everyone that's very opinionated, I guess, very differences in ideas. But yeah, back flat Earth, no, not happening. I mean,
Yeah.
if it does, whatever. You're right.
I would say I'm ready to jump on board to that 2%. If you're a flat earther,
Hey,
I'm
1%ers.
down, dog.
Hey, dude, 1%ers was taken. 3%ers was taken. Just
Yeah.
just create your own group. The 2%ers.
yeah, 2%ers.
You can have like a symbol, like
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah, 1%ers, you're kind of
So
like
stupid,
kind of a rich scumbag that. But and then 2%ers, hey, maybe you're a little on the crazy side. You believe the Earth's flat, and then
1%ers are the motorcycles, and 3%ers are the constitutionalists, or what are they?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the top 1%.
No,
The
like the
1%ers.
groups that have named
Oh
themselves.
yeah,
Like
the 1%ers.
that. Yeah, they already. It's like 2%ers haven't been taken yet,
Yeah.
but. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't have much more to say about this one, dude.
Yeah,
it's
neither
it's
do
dead.
Neither do
Dead in
I.
the water.
It's not looking good, and
That turtle is dead in the water.
yeah, your Chinese turtle's looking dead in
I'm
water.
stuck on the Chinese turtle. I'm sorry.
Or
I
whatever
thought
that
that's what
is.
it was.
No, dude, that's like a Tim
I
and
saw
Eric episode.
I saw Dragon Ball Z once.
Yeah, dude, that's it. You watch too much anime,
I'm sorry.
fucking or whatever. I don't even. Anime is Japanese, probably, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell I'm trash, dude. White trash.
Beavis and Butthead all the way for you.
Fucking yeah, but that's it, dude.
Yeah, that's
there's
gonna
nothing
end
else. It's not looking too solid. So if you're into looking at that, look at it for fun, but don't buy it, dude. Don't buy it now. Wait until something solid comes out. If something solid comes out, yeah, sure, buy it. But I mean,
Wait for us to land on the moon first, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
When the guys first land on the moon, then we'll figure out.
that
Did
dude,
not happen.
Did not happen, and we're not joking about that.
That
shit
definitely did not happen.
dude.
We'll talk about that in a different episode.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys liked it, remember to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. If you didn't like it, leave a comment. Tell us how crappy we are.
Yeah.
And how flat the earth is. Tell us how flat.
Yeah, how flat it is.
But all right, guys. It's going to end it. Laters.
Yep. Laters.